Again with another video. Today's video is on the aerobics myth, okay? The most common form of exercise recommended for fat loss is cardio or aerobics, right? But the success rate when it comes to permanent fat loss with pure aerobics is not very high, okay? And what I'm talking about here is really your body fat percentage. Okay, our bodies were developed years ago. We walked, we ran, we climbed, we fought for food, but now we're sedentary, right? We're sitting in cars, we're watching TV, we're on computers, we're looking at Instagram and YouTube people. So life may be tough mentally, but it sure isn't physically, right? Compared to years ago. So we actually have to kind of go out of our way to be physical, right? And I call it intentional exercise. So our metabolism was designed really to prepare us for movement. It's our ability to burn calories, and we want it to be efficient, right? So our bodies save excess caloric fuel as fat for physically demanding activities, which now never seem to happen unless we do it intentionally, right? So what I want to talk about, for aerobics, most people, like they're long workouts, right? And the fat burning is kind of minimal, right? You are going to burn fat. Okay? But it's kind of like heavy dieting and fasting. You don't just burn fat because the engines that are actually burning the fat for fuel, those are your muscles, and these get burned up as well. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. And the other thing is, when you just do aerobics, when you leave the gym, you don't continue to burn calories as you do with some other exercises. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, first of all, I want to clear the air here. I am not talking about an elite 10,000 meter runner, right? A high-end athlete. I'm talking about the average Joe Blow, right? Who goes to the gym and jumps on the treadmill, or who runs around, his or her neighborhood, a few times every day. I'm just talking about the average person. So aerobics is a catabolic tissue breakdown process. That means it's going to break down parts of your body for energy. Now, you want it to burn fat, right? You don't want to lose muscle. But the more unfit you are, most of us are not like these elite people, right? We are going to end up burning both. And really, when you look at the elite person, they're very sinewy, right? They have very little muscle. So that's another example of this. But they certainly do burn a lot more fat than us. Okay, so what happens here, too much cardio, what I'm saying, is a muscle wasting activity. Now, on the other side, resistance training, an example is weightlifting. It is an anabolic build-up process. It builds up tissues, okay? And specifically, it builds up muscle. And it can build up a lot of muscle, okay? But it uses fat to feed that building of that muscle, and that's the difference. Muscles are really your fat-burning army. You don't want to lose them, you want to build them, because they need calories to exist. They eat calories. Muscles, you build up muscle, you will have a higher basal metabolic rate, that's calorie burning, and you're going to be able to burn more fat for fuel, okay? And the interesting thing is that muscle, 1 pound of muscle compared to 1 pound of fat, 1 pound of muscle will burn 3 times more calories in a day than 1 pound of fat. So, bonus, you actually get to eat more. Anyways, there are many, many studies that prove the theory that weightlifting and resistance training coupled with low-impact aerobics is superior for permanent fat loss than doing just one or just the other. So what I would suggest is you do your weight training first while you're stronger, and maybe do it, I don't know, 45, 60 minutes, whatever is your timeline for your lifestyle, and then go and do a bit of low impact cardio for 10 to 20 minutes after your weights. Okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.